Hello and welcome to Lunchtime Pilates. So again, if you've never done Pilates before, it's all about posture awareness, making sure you hold your body right, being a little bit more aware of your body and how we move it. None of these exercises should be painful, so if anything's sore as you do it, just either go back to the lower levels or leave that exercise out and wait until we move on. But try and take all this into your day-to-day life, so the more we can hold our posture, move better, the less we're going to stress certain tissues and end up in pain. Okay, so because it's all about posture and body awareness, I always like to start with body setting before we crack on with the exercises. So pop your feet together in the centre of the mat, bring your feet out, toes out, and then your heels to meet. So just to start with, we're going to focus about the 3 points of contact with the ground, and that's going to be your big toe, your heel, and your little toe. So just now think about pushing your big toe into the ground. Adding in that heel as well, so you're pushing through that big toe and heel. And now just add in the little toe as well. And as you add in that little toe, you should feel your arches just open up a little bit. So really pushing through those 3 points of contact with the ground, big toe, heel and little toe. Moving up, we're just going to soften our knees. So no big bend, no hyperextension, just a nice soft knee. Onto that pelvis, we're going to try those pelvic tilts. You're going to tilt that pelvis forward by sticking your bottom out and then drawing it back in. Some people like to think of it as a bucket of water, and you're just going to tip some water out as you stick your bottom out and then draw that water back in again. So just do a couple of those and then try and find the middle ground where you're just drawing in through your core, engaging through your pelvis. Okay, now we're going to relax our ribs. We shouldn't have any ribs sticking out like this. It should just be nice and relaxed, engaging with our core. Onto our collarbones, nice open wide collarbones. Think about a smiling face. So really open up and widen all the way to the tips of the shoulders. Lastly, through your neck, we're going to think about really lengthening through that neck. So as if someone's pulling you from the crown of your head, really drawing you nice and tall. Or you've got a helium balloon stuck to the crown of your head, really pulling you up, floating you up nice and tall. So let's recap. So we've got the 3 points of contact with our feet, our big toe, heel and little toe. Nice soft knees, nice neutral pelvis and engage through that core. Relaxed ribs. Open wide collarbone and that lovely lengthened neck growing nice and tall. Okay, so today in the standing position, we're going to do some 2-arm movements. One's overhead reach and one's hundreds. So overhead reach, your palms facing each other. And you're literally just going to reach up above your head. Really open up through your lats here. As you do it, I don't want you to arch your back, so your body should stay dead still. It's just that arm opening up. No pushing through your head either. So that's overhead reach, and then we're going to go into hundreds. So draw your arms by your side, and then you're going to push your palms back and open your chest that way. So palms facing each other to overhead reach, palms pushing back into hundreds. Okay. So as we come up into overhead reach, we're just going to come up onto our big toes and go back down to the heels as we push back into hundreds. So up onto our big toes, really reaching up tall, pushing back into hundreds as we drop onto our heels. Good, really press over those big toes, try not to roll onto the outside of your ankle. And as we reach up, we're really stretching through our fingertips, get the length through those arms, open up through those lats. And we're just going to sit back into a squat. Come up onto our toes, sit back into a squat. Reach up above and sitting back and pushing. Good, remember you're breathing with this, really taking nice deep breaths in through your diaphragm, opening up through your collarbone, lengthening through your neck, pushing up through your toes, sitting back onto heels, pushing behind. So this time we're going to stay up onto our toes, and we're just going to pulse our thumbs back to the back of the room. Palms still facing each other, body still really nice, strong and square. We're really pressing through that big toes. We should start to feel this in our feet, a little bit in our calves. Don't lose that balance. Really nice and tall with the neck. Relax with the ribs. Open with those collarbones and just pulsing those thumbs back. Nice. Coming back down onto the heels into squat. We're just going to pulse into hundreds. So make sure your neck's looking forward. Shouldn't be chin down to your chest. Shouldn't be looking up to the ceiling. Just keep that nice long neck looking forward as we pulse our hands behind our body. Engaging through that core. Okay, coming back up onto our toes again, hold at the top, pulse our thumbs back to the back of the room, but keeping our trunk really nice and still. Square to the wall. Good, keeping up onto your big toe, but we're going to push arms back to hundreds, arms up above our head, hundreds, overhead reach, but really keep pressing through that big toe. Don't roll onto the outside of your ankle. Keep the pressure through the big toe. Push behind you, overhead reach. Pushing behind you, overhead reach. Really nice. We're going to come back down into the squat and pulse with the hundreds. We're going to stay in this squat position, sitting back like you're feeling you're sitting into a chair, engaging through that belly button, nice long neck, and staying in the squat position, we're going to overhead reach back to hundreds. So holding this squat position, we're just going to reach above our head, pushing behind. Let's think about those open collarbones, those long necks, those 3 points of contact with our feet, big toe, heel, and little toe. Okay, on the next one, we're going to push one of our legs back as we go back into hundreds. So drive your leg back, reaching above. So you're going to slide that toe along the mat, draw the knee in as we reach above. Good, if you can, lift it off the mat. So really reaching above, really pushing behind. Good, hold the leg behind. Really lengthen through that toe, squeeze through that bottom, and lengthen through the neck and body. We're just going to overhead reach as we're in that position and pulse. So lifting that big toe to the ceiling, pulsing with thumbs to the ceiling, but everything else is staying dead still. Neck nice and long, trunk really square, maintaining that balance. Good, push back as you drive your knee up, reach away as you lengthen. So reach away, lengthen that toe, push behind as you draw that knee in. 2 more. Last one, good. We're going to switch sides. So as we slide that foot away, push your arms away, push your hands back as you drive the knee in. If you can't quite get the balance, just slide that leg. Keep the toe in contact with the ground. If you can, lift it up. Really think about lengthening. Whenever we reach out with your fingertips, with your big toe, getting as far as you can. Reach above, push behind as you draw that knee back in. Wide collarbones, long through that neck. Okay, on the next one, we're going to hold and pulse. So really lengthen through that leg, tapping it to the ceiling. No rotation of your trunk. Thumbs are tapping to the ceiling as well. And maintaining that balance through those 3 points of contact with your feet. Just taking some nice deep breaths here, relax into it. Good, drawing that knee in, push behind, lengthen away. Push behind, lengthen away. 2 more. And relax and standing up. Good, that should have woken up our legs a little bit. We're just going to do a little bit of rotation to open up our upper back and then crack on with the rest of the session. So we're just going to come out, feet out wide, heels to meet, feet out again. Nice wide open position. Back's going to imagine it's against the wall and sliding down the wall as our knees come out over our toes. So no lunging forward of the trunk. Back nice and upright, knees out over the toes. As we do that, our arms are going to come behind our head and we're going to rotate round. Lifting back up, sliding down the wall, then rotating round. Knees out over those toes. As we rotate our upper body round, don't let those knees drop in. So keep the knees out over the toes, lifting up, rotating through that trunk. Get the depth of the squat as you rotate. Really slide all the way down the wall, reaching up high, rotating the trunk round. Leading with your chest bone, not with your neck. Good, 1 more each side. Good, coming up and relax, shake it out. So we're just going to do a roll down. So a spinal roll down always starts with the neck. And we think about taking 1 vertebrae at a time. So tuck your chin to your chest. Then think about rolling 1 vertebrae at a time. Keep your bottom tucked in. Roll all the way down until you get to your hips. Hinge your hips. Relax your knees. And we're going to come into lying. This is the first lot of exercises. We're going to do an up back. So as you get into this position, think about sliding that head up to the top of the mat, really lengthening through the neck. Opening through the collarbones, get those shoulders to touch the ground, palms to the ceiling. So we're going to bring one knee up and then the next. Engage through our core. Imagining that our pelvis is headlights to the ceiling and they're never going to move. Those headlights are directly to the ceiling. The first exercise is bent knee drop out. So level 1, we're in this position. We just drop one knee out, rotate it back in. The other leg doesn't move at all. It's just movement from that leg, dropping the knee out, bring it back in. Level 2, you lengthen the other leg as you pivot the other one around. Level 3, exactly the same, but you lengthen out at the end. So you tap out, lengthen, back in. So choose your level 1, level 2, or level 3. Get into the starting position, nice long neck, open the collarbones, palms to face the ceiling. Breathe in to prepare. I'm going to demonstrate level 2, and let's go. Good. Remember, don't let that hip drop out as your knees rotating around. Those headlights are staying square to the ceiling. That neck staying nice and long on the mat. That upper body is really relaxed. It should all be coming from this, the lower trunk and lower. Remember, you're breathing with it. If you want, you can exhale on the movement down and inhale on the movement up. Engaging through that belly button. You should feel it all in the front core. If you feel it in your back, go down a level. So either to level 1, or if you're straightening out, just do to the level 2 and drop out. You can just lift that leg a little bit, and that should offload the back if you're feeling it in your back. Good. Another 5 more. Good. Keep breathing with it. Keep lengthening through those collarbones, through the neck, and relax down. I don't have enough room in here, so I've got to switch around, but we're going to go straight on to the other side. Reset yourself, open collarbones, lengthen the neck, knees up, engage through the core, and let's go. Either level 1, level 2, or level 3. And make sure that pelvis doesn't drop round to the side as you're opening up that knee. Really relax that upper body. You should be able to breathe normally. Shouldn't be taking any really laboured breaths. Engaging through that core, don't let it drop round. Feel it all at the front, not into your back. Lift that leg up a little bit if you're feeling it in your back. And really make sure the only thing moving is that knee dropping out to the side. Everything else is still and relaxed. Just engaging through that core to allow it not to move as we open up our knee. Okay, another 5. Keep breathing and relax. Good, and relax down. Really nice. So we're going to go straight on to the next one, which is overhead reach. So we're starting with our palms facing each other, up in front of us. One knee up, then the next. Level 1 here is as we reach overhead, we just drop a heel to the ground. Level 2, we tap and straighten. But again, those headlights on the pelvis, don't let them dip. They've got to stay square to the ceiling. Level 3, you straighten out the other leg, and you tap and straighten through here. And again, it has to stay in the front. Don't let it come into your back. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate level 2. So into position, hands facing each other, nice long neck, open collarbones. Let's breathe in, and let's go. So level 1, you just tap. Level 2, you tap and slide. Level 3, straighten out the other leg and tap and slide. But again, that trunk isn't moving, it's staying completely square to the ceiling. It's staying relaxed through your collarbones, relaxed through that neck and through your breathing. But really try and reach with that big toe, reach with your fingertips, see how far you can stretch without doing anything in your trunk. So I'm really reaching through my fingertips, really reaching through that big toe to lengthen to the ends of the room. Really reach for the ends, but don't move that static position in the middle. Good, another 10, really reach for that 10. Every little bit more, try and get a millimetre further to the walls with your fingertips and toes. But don't compensate by using your back, it's all got to be through those hips and shoulders. Good, 4 more. Good, and relax down. We're not going to maintain much rest on this at all. So coming up to the starting position again, hands up, and we're just going to switch sides. So tap, straighten for level 2, just tap for level 1. Level 3, straighten out the other leg, tap and straighten. But again, if you're doing this level 3, it's so important that it stays in the front of your core and you're not feeling it in your back. If you're feeling it in your back, just offload that straighten leg a little bit, bend it up towards you until you're just feeling it in the front. Remember that breathing, that's going to help you to relax your shoulders, relax your neck. And reach with those fingertips, reach with your toes. Let's get the length through there. And the most important thing is that trunk isn't moving. That pelvis headlight staying square to the ceiling. My collarbones are staying smiling and square to the ceiling. And that knee that's static, or that straight leg that's static, is not moving at all. So you can breathe out as you stretch away and inhale as you come back in if you want. Good. Don't let it creep into the back. We've got 5 more. Really stretch it open. Come on, reach to the sides of the walls. Open it up. 2, 1, and relax down. Really nice. Okay, so we've done a little bit through our core there, so we're just going to open it up by doing a shoulder bridge. So with this, feet down on the ground, level with your pelvis. You're going to start with that pelvis tilted forward, and we're going to spinal curl up. So tucking that pelvis under, lift one vertebrae at a time till we're up at the top. Relax those ribs, so it shouldn't be stretching out like that. Your bum should be squeezing up your hips, not your ribs moving up. So that's our starting position. Level 1, you're just going to straighten that leg out. Really keep this pelvis level, don't let it drop. Level 2, you're just going to come out and in with that straight leg. Level 3, we're going to draw a square with our big toe. Okay, and then roll all the way down. So pick your level. Level 1, just hold the leg. Level 2, out and in. Level 3, squares. You can vary between the 3 as we go on. Okay, nice long neck. Tucking that pelvis under, spinal rolling up. Squeeze that bottom at the top. And let's lengthen out our left leg. I'm going to go for level 3, so I'm going to start drawing those boxes. Really keeping a nice long neck, long leg, and really pointing through your big toe to that wall. As you do this, don't let the other leg move. Keep that bum nice and high, don't let it drop to the floor. Keeping that pelvis square, don't let it rotate at all. And everything's just staying square, looking at the ceiling. Okay, rotate the way the boxes are going. If you're doing level 2 out and in, switch to going up and down. Level 1, really squeeze through that standing bottom. Hold that position, don't let it drop. Good, we've got 5 more boxes to do, let's go. 5, keep breathing with it, keep the squeeze up of your bottom, don't let that drop. Last 2, and 1, leg down and spinal curl down. Good. Rotate that pelvis forward, we're going to go straight back up. So rotate it back, spinal curl back up again, squeeze that bottom. This time we're lengthening out our right leg with our big toe. Level 1, stay here. Level 2, let's go out and in. Don't move that other leg. Level 3, let's draw a box. And again, no dipping of that pelvis. Squeeze that bottom really nice and high. And don't let it lower as we continue through this. Even when you start to fatigue, really push into it. And again, try and relax this upper body. That's not doing any work right now. So your shoulders shouldn't be by your ears. It should be relaxed on the ground. Breathing can help you do that. Let's drive that heel and toe through the ground, keeping that bottom up, keeping that bottom squeezing. Okay, let's rotate the other way with the boxes. If you're doing level 2, switch to up and down. Level 1, keep really squeezing through that glute. Keep the height, don't let it drop. Don't want to see any bottoms close to the ground. Want to be up, nice and level, knees, hips, shoulders, all one lovely long line. Okay, keep the squeeze up. We've got 5 more boxes. Don't let it drop. That's 5. Breathe with it. Relax your upper body. 3. Last 1. Good, relax that leg down and spinal roll down. Really nice. We're going to do one more around these obliques, then we're going to turn onto our belly. So oblique prep. The starting position for this, you can do 2 levels. 1, your feet are on the ground. Level 2, your feet are up here. So see how you feel as you do it. I'm going to start this side, so my left arm's out, palm to the ceiling. My right hand is going behind my head with my nice long lengthened neck. I'm going to do level 2, so my knees are going to be up. And I'm thinking that my trunk is an A4 sheet of paper, and there's a diagonal line across it. And I'm going to fold over that diagonal line, so that shoulder is going to fold over towards the hip. And I'm going to lead with my chest bone to do it. So I'm not pulling my head on my neck. I'm leading with my chest bone, folding over that diagonal line, my shoulder towards my hip. This arm reaching out to the ceiling, really reaching away from my body, reaching towards my feet. Okay, so starting positions, either feet down or feet up for level 2, hand behind your head, lengthen the arm. Let's inhale to prepare, exhale, let's fold. So shoulder to hip, keep that pelvis square to the ceiling. We're really reaching with that arm that's facing the ceiling. Palm to the ceiling is really reaching to the end of the room. But I'm initiating the movement with my chest bone. It's that chest bone that's helping fold over that sheet of paper. Keep that neck nice and long. That hand's just there to support it, not to pull it up. That shoulder's going to fold all the way over to that hip bone. Really reach with that arm. Okay, the next one we're going to hold at the top and we're going to pulse for 20. So pulse that arm away, fold your body over. That's 15. Let's keep going. The further you can fold over, the more those obliques are working. Come on. 10 more, let's go. Let's get the height, lift that chest bone. Get the rotation. 5, come on, lift that chest bone as high as you can. Rotate it around. 2, 1, and relax down. Really nice. I'm going to have to swivel around to demonstrate the other side, but no rest again. So that right arm's out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. My left hand's behind my head. Nice lengthened neck. Level 1, feet on the ground. Level 2, knees up in the air. Draw that diagonal line across your chest. Breathe into prepare. Exhale, let's fold across, so shoulder to hip. Reaching with that arm, that palm that's facing the ceiling. Let's fold across our body. Good, reaching with that chest bone. That chest bone's always initiating the movement. That neck is nice and relaxed. That hand there to support it, not to pull it. You're really reaching with that hand, get as far away as you can. Lift that chest bone as high as you can. Really folding across that imaginary A4 sheet of paper on our trunk. Okay, we're going to hold at the top. Let's go for 20 pulses. So you're not going to relax all the way down. You're just lifting that chest bone and pulsing, crossing it across your body, folding it over. Lengthen that arm away. Okay, 10 more. How high can you get your chest bone? Come on, this is the last real loud one we're doing. 5, come on, reach. 2, 1, and relax down. Good work. That's quite hard on your abs, that one. Okay, to stretch them out a little bit, we're going to go into an exercise called breaststroke. So we're going to roll over onto our bellies. So in this position, your forehead should be on your mat, so you've got a nice long neck. Your palms should be facing your body, right next to your body. So level 1 on this is all about keeping this neck nice, straight and long. So we shouldn't tuck it to our chest, we shouldn't lift it to the ceiling. It should stay the position it is when your forehead's on the mat. So we're just going to lift that chest bone, that's level 1. But that neck is staying really nice and long. It doesn't change position. That's level 1. Level 2, you're going to bring your arms up with it too. So really engage through those shoulder blades. Palms facing each other, really reach them up to the ceiling. As you do it, try not to just press your belly button down into the mat. Engage through your core. So your belly button should feel like it's drawing away from the mat and we're just lifting up from our chest. Level 3, you're going to add in the squeeze of the bottom as well. But as you do it, I don't want really arched lower backs and pushing the belly button to the back. I want you to pull that belly button away from the mat, engage through your core, squeeze through your bottom and lift through your chest. So level 1, forehead on the mat, lifting the chest. Think about that nice long neck. Level 2, lift the chest, lift the arms, but really nice long neck. Level 3, add in the legs, But everything is focusing on that long neck and it's not going to change position. Okay, choose your level. I'm going to do level 3. Inhale to prepare. And let's go. Squeeze up and down. Squeeze up. As you squeeze up, if you're doing level 2 or 3, really reach those arms as high as you can. Little fingers to the ceiling. Drawing in through your belly button. Don't let it squash into the mat. Think about that nice long neck. Think about if you're doing level 3, squeezing that bottom. Lengthening your big toes into the air. Okay, next one we're going to hold. Squeeze up at the top. Really hold at the top. As we're holding, get those little fingers higher. Get those big toes higher. Keep lengthening that neck. Don't look up. Don't look down. Nice lengthen through the neck. Really squeeze. Come on. Don't let it drop. Keep that height. Another 10 seconds. Don't let it drop. Engage through the core. Keep the height. Keep breathing. Lengthen that neck. 5. Don't let it drop. Come on, squeeze. 2, 1. And relax. Come back up again. We're just going to go up and down again. Really squeeze up with those little fingers. Up with the big toe. Keep that neck nice and long. Okay, we're going to do one more hold. Hold at the top. Come on, squeeze up high. Lengthen through the neck. How high can you get the feet off the ground? How high can you get your little fingers off the ground? How high can that chest reach? But without length, that neck has to stay long and strong. Okay, come on, reach, reach, reach. Squeeze through that bottom. Lengthen through your toes. Squeeze through your shoulder blades. Lengthen through your little fingers. Lift that chest off the ground. 5, come on. Breathing. 3, 1, and relax. Really nice. That would have stretched out our abdominals a little bit. Okay, onto shoulder pulses. So we're going to come up into 4-point kneeling. Knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. Just to prepare, I want you to lift your chest away from your hands so you almost feel like your arms are lengthening. You keep that nice long neck and engage through your core. Level 1, you're just going to lift the feet off the mat and we're going to pulse our shoulder like this. So really keep the height. Level 2, you're going to lift that knee an inch off the ground, a couple of inches, and we're going to pulse that shoulder. Level 3, nice long strong plank and pulse again. Okay, so level 1, feet up, pulse. Level 2, knees up, pulse. Level 3, plank and pulse. I'm going to demonstrate level 2. So when you're ready, inhale to prepare, lift that chest away from your hands, lengthen the arms, exhale. I'm going to lift my knees and pulse. Level 1, lift those feet off the ground. Level 3, stretch open into a full plank. So keep these collarbones wide, chest high, everything square to the ground, not rotating around. Everything should be square to the ground. Keep that neck nice and long, and just pulsing through that shoulder. Keep breathing and relaxed. Good, keep the height of the shoulder. We've got 10 more. Keep squeezing, don't let it drop. Good, and relax down. We're going to go straight onto the other side, so prepare yourself again. Level 1, feet up. Level 2, knees. Level 3, full plank. Okay, I'm going to do level 2 again. Inhale, lift that chest. Exhale, let's go. So really feel about lengthening that arm that's on the ground. Don't let the chest drop towards it. The arm that's in the air, reach the fingertips away. Pulse that arm, keep the height. And your trunk is staying really square to the mat you're on. That neck is staying nice and long. And you're breathing through it. Good, stay strong through that arm on the ground. Okay, another 10, let's go. Keep the height. How high can we get without rotating your body? 5. And relax down, really good. Have a little bit of a stretch into child's pose. Taking a couple of deep breaths just before we switch to the next position. So we're staying here, leg taps this time instead of shoulders. So level 1 again, feet up. Just going to tap out to the side, knee back in. Tap up to the side, knee back in. Level 2, same as before. Knees up, tap, and back in. Level 3, straight arm plank. You're going to tap, you're going to bring that knee back in when you tap. So knee should come up, tap away. Okay, I'm going to do level 3 on this one. So inhale to prepare, lift that chest, and let's go. So lifting through here, tap, knee in. tap away. The further around you can get that leg without rotating the trunk, the more we're going to squeeze through our bottom. Okay, hold out on the tap, lift it up, and pulse. Don't rotate your trunk. Keep that square to the mat, keep that neck nice and long, lengthening through that big toe as we're pulsing. Good, tap back in and out again. Tapping in and out, really strong through that core. Good. Next one, hold out, lift up, and tap. Good. No movement from that core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Relaxing back into child's pose for a second. I'm going to have to turn around because I've not got enough space. And again, level 1, feet up and tap. Level 2, knees up and tap. Level 3, full plank and tap. Okay, I'm going to go for level 3 again. So inhale to prepare, exhale into position, and let's go. Tap, knees back in, tap. Draw that knee in. Okay, let's focus. Pelvis staying square to the mat. Shoulders and collarbones square to the mat and nice, tall and long. Okay, next one. Hold that leg out, lift up and pulse. No movement of that trunk, no movement of the shoulders. That neck staying really nice and long. Looking straight down at the mat. Okay, tap back in and out. Keep breathing with this, stay in control. Okay. Last one, tap out and lift. And tap that leg really nice and out. Come on. Keep breathing, keep the length through the chest. 5, 4, 3. Good, relax down. Back into child's pose. Just take a deep breath. Relax yourself. Okay, we're coming into the last couple. So this is in side line. I'm sure you've all heard of the clam before. It's a classic Pilates. So we're going to do a bit of clam, adductor superset, and then a side plank, and then that's just us to stretch to finish. So side line, lengthen your arm away. Use your arm as a pillow, so relax your head. Shoulders, hips, feet all in a line, knees out 45. To do the clam, we're going to lift our feet up, and we're going to open the knee. The higher you can get the knee to the ceiling, the more that's going to work. But this pelvis has to stay square. Don't let yourself rock back with it. So that's going to be the clam. In between, we're going to bring one knee forward, straighten the bottom leg, and lift it up to work those adductors in the inside. All right, so set yourself up. Nice long arm. Use it as a pillow. Shoulders, hips, feet all in a line. Knees out at 45 degrees. Let's inhale to prepare. Lift our feet up, and let's go. Squeeze open. As we're doing this, think about this relaxed upper body. That collarbone should be nice and wide. That neck nice and long. The only thing that should be working is a little bit in our core to stabilise our pelvis and into our bottom to open that knee up and round. Okay, let's really try and squeeze that knee to the ceiling. The next one, hold at the top. And we're just going to pulse. So we're only going to drop it a little bit and then squeeze it up and round again. Knee to the ceiling. Engage through the core, so that's staying strong. 8 more pulses. Come on, 8. Let's squeeze all the way to the ceiling. 6. Come on, squeeze that bottom. 5, 4. Don't let it drop. 3, 2, 1. Knee forward. Straighten that bottom leg. Straight away lifting. Heel to the ceiling. Come on. Same goes with this. The higher you can get that heel, the more those adductors are working. Really think about lengthening that leg as well. Lengthen through that big toe as you reach up as high as you can. As you reach up, try not to squash your belly into the mat. Engage your core so this movement is just coming from your hip. Let's refocus on that relaxed upper body, open collarbones, lengthen neck. Let's really reach with that big toe. Let's get high to the ceiling. Let's work those adductors. 5 more. Good, reach with that big toe. Okay, straight back to clam, so heels up into the air. Let's open that knee. Strong through this core. Squeezing through that bottom. Let's get that knee open. Really all the way to the ceiling. Okay, let's go for the pulses. So we're going to hold and pulse. There's 20 pulses, okay? Engage through that core. Okay, 10 more. Let's get that high. Really squeeze it open. 5. Every one of these 5, get a little bit further around. 3, 2, 1. Relax that leg forward, straight onto the adductor. Straighten out that bottom leg. Reach it to the ceiling. Good. Really lengthen through that big toe. Reaching all the way up to the ceiling. Good. Relax that upper body. Relax your ribs. Engage that core. Don't squash your belly down into the mat, all coming from that lower leg. Lifting it up. 5 more. Nice. Well done for that side. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. Let's get that bottom working. It might hurt as you do it, but it relaxes off pretty quickly once you finish that exercise. So use your arm as a pillow, shoulders, hips, feet, all in a line. Knees nice out at 45. Let's lift our feet up. Let's go. Good. Really open up. Get that knee all the way to the ceiling. Squeeze that bottom together as hard as you can. Open it up to the ceiling. Pelvis now. Really squeeze that bottom. Open that knee. Engaging through that core. Keep those feet nice and lifted. Feet together so they're squeezing together when you open the knee up at the top. Okay, let's pulse hold. And 10. From this bottom, opening that knee. 3, 2, 1. Knee forward. Bottom leg back. And up we go. Lengthen through that big toe. Lift off the ground as high as you can. And again, engaging through that core. That core shouldn't be squashing down into the mat. You should be just lifting through that leg. Using that inner thigh, getting those adductors firing up. Good, let's get the height. Really reach as much as you can. Every time, reach a little bit higher towards the ceiling. Good, relaxing that upper body. All the stress should just be in that adductor, lifting it up, all the load through there. Good. 5, 2, 1. Feet back together, up in the air, straight into that clown. We're almost there, guys. Engaging through that core, squeezing through that bottom. Knee to the ceiling. Come on, open it up. Really squeezing up high. Good. Let's go for the pulses. So hold. We've got 20 here to finish, remember. So let's go. Strong through that core. It's only moving through the knees. Squeezing your heels together. Squeeze your bum. Good. Last 10. Come on, let's get the height. Don't let it drop. Knee to the ceiling. Don't let that drop at all. Come on, squeeze it open. 5. Come on, squeeze. Engage through that core. 2, 1. Knee forward. Straighten that bottom leg. Straight up and down. Let's get those adductors firing up. Last bit for here. So how high can you raise that heel? Lift it off the ground. Get that inner thigh working. Good. Relax that upper body. Nice long neck. 10 to finish. Come on. How high can you get it for that 10? Last 5. Squeeze it up. 3, 2, 1. Really nice. And we're just going to finish on a side plank, then some stretching and we're done. So side plank, you can either come on your knees and we're going to rotate. You can either come full side plank and rotate, or if you want to go level 3, as you rotate up, you squeeze that bottom open. I'm very impressed if you're doing that after the clown, because your bottom's going to be on fire. Okay, so I'm going to do the level 2, so the side plank and rotate. So get into position, level 1, 2, or 3. When you're ready, let's go. Lifting up, rotating all the way under, reaching all the way up. Reaching with those fingertips. I mean, it is the last exercise, so if you want to, come on, let's get to level 3. Let's open that leg, squeeze that bottom together. Really fire it up as we open up. 8 more. Okay, open up, come on. You can get that bum involved for the last 5. Come on, squeeze it open. Raise it as high as you can. 3 more. 1. Good, well done. 1 more on the other side, then we're stretching. Okay, so level 1 on your knees. Level 2 on here. Level 3, we're going to finish with an abduction. Inhale to prepare. Let's go. Rotate under, reach up. I'm going to go for level 3 again. It's the last exercise. Come on. Thinking about that nice long neck, open collarbone, engage through core, squeezing through that bottom, get the height. Good, breathe in, push yourself. Last 5, come on, squeeze. 4, open. 3, 2, 1, and relax down, really good. Take some nice deep breaths, and we're just going to go into some relaxing arm openers. So slide that top arm to the bottom arm, drawing back like a bow and arrow, rotating round. Slide that top arm, draw it back, really well done. Just slow your breathing right now as you do these arm openers. Nice and relaxed. Good, with this one, rotate over, and you're going to slide that arm over, rotate it back. Sliding over, rotating back. Nice deep abdominal breath, filling up that diaphragm, letting it all go out as you relax and rotate. Okay, this one, gently come up into sitting. We're going to sit in a nice wide V-sit. Whatever you can do while still keeping that nice tall posture. If it's here, that's fine, wherever is comfortable. So we're just going to stretch our side now. So place the back of your forearm down. We're just going to reach over and relax. As you take a deep breath in, as you exhale, just relax a little bit more into that stretch. So every exhale, you're just going to drop a little bit more into that stretch. You should be feeling it around here. So a couple of people have asked me if they want to donate for these sessions. I'm not making any money off this, so I've put together a Just Giving page and relax to the other side, forearm down, rocking over. So if you do want to donate, it's for the London Air Ambulance. The Just Giving page is in the About bit on the YouTube. So if you fancy popping in a little bit of money for these classes to them, that'd be great. And every time you exhale, just let it drop a little bit further into the stretch. Lastly, just hinging from those hips forward, keep your chest nice and upright, and just stretching forward. Nice, really exhale and relax into that stretch. Okay, pop your feet together. We're going to do a spinal roll up, like we did the roll down. So gently stretch your legs, tuck your bottom under, then stack one vertebrae up on top of each other, all the way up to the neck. Big shoulder roll down. Again, deep breath in and out, in and out. And I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.